What's going on, guys? A few weeks ago you saw me unbox the Joby Gorilla Mobile. You can view that video by clicking right here. So anyway, back to this video. This is going to be a review of the Joby Gorilla Mobile. In case you missed my unboxing, you're too lazy to click that annotation, which I completely understand, or you're just kind of, lazy to research it. Basically what this is a tripod for an iPhone 4 or an iPhone 4S. And you might be asking, why you'd want that. Well, in case you missed it, the iPhone 4S has an amazing camera in it. It's 8 megapixels, flash, shoots 1080p video. It looks very nice. And actually, I've used this to record a few of my videos. A few examples can be seen on the screen right now. So putting the tripod aside for now, the first thing I'm going to focus on is the case itself. And this just goes on the iPhone. It's sort of like a bumper case. It just covers the trim of the phone. It doesn't cover the front or the back. So this isn't really a protection case. You're not really meant to have this on 24/7. But I mean, if you really wanted to, you could. But keep in mind that it does add some thickness to the phone. It's not like a clear case I have here that adds like a millimeter to the phone. This actually adds quite a bit more, and it's very noticeable when you hold it in the hand. So I wouldn't really recommend that you keep this on, which is sort of one of the downfalls of this tripod, is that you have to have this case on to have a snug fit. And of course I say snug, this does fit, but I'll talk about that later. But moving on to the actual case itself, I'll give you a little tour around. Here's the first side. As you can see, the volume switch just lines up perfectly. The silent switch, just flick the switch. Everything just lines up great. Moving on to the bottom, you have your 30-pin connector. Works the way you think. Moving on to this side of the iPhone, you just have the blank side with just the Joby logo. And moving on to the top, you can see we have the power switch and the headphone jack. Keep in mind that this does add sort of a recession feel to the headphone jack, but I'll talk more about this later. So now that you guys have seen your way around the case, I'm going to show you the actual tripod. As you can see, the legs bend the way you'd think. You could mount this, upside down if you really wanted to, just, wrap it around a pole or something. That's even shown on the box, actually, just a little fun fact. But now I'll give you guys a little close-up of the tripod here. As you can see, it just has the Joby logo and a spot where you actually put the iPhone in. Really, nothing else to it. Alright, so now I'll show you guys sort of how this is going to look if you're recording with this thing. So as you can see, the iPhone is on. Here's the tripod, so I'm going to go ahead and fire up the camera app, throw this on the tripod, and we're good to record. So as you can see, you can just prop it up like this, have a little tilt to your video if you're feeling gangsta today. Sorry about that, didn't mean to ruin your day. But, you guys sort of get the idea. Switch it to video mode, even switch it to the front. See you guys being recorded. Up. Switch that back and you're good to record. I mean, you could even use it for more stabilization. You could hold it by this, just to pan around. Like I said, you could even get a crazy upside down shot just by, hanging this from a pole or something. So there's very many possibilities with this, and I actually found it to be quite nice to be able to prop my iPhone up like this. I mean, before, back when I was in my college room, I would have to, prop it up on books and stuff, just really trust that my phone wouldn't vibrate or anything when I have it balanced on its side. So it was really sort of a pain, but now this sort of puts all that to rest. Another great use for this is in the car. I'm not really into vlogging much or anything, but I mean, you could find something in your car that you could prop this on, and you could have the camera pointing at you, and you really don't have to worry about it bouncing around your car. I mean, even if you just hook it on, you can get creative. Maybe even hook it on to, say, the glove box or something, and you could just have it there, and you could, pan it. You can really set it. You don't have to worry about it moving. You don't have to worry about holding it while you drive, cause an accident. But another good purpose I had, and I just used it for this past weekend, was driving to prop up the GPS. I drove down to Pittsburgh, and so I had this propped up on my cup holders actually in the car, and the GPS was just there. I could pinch to zoom, see where I was going. I could go flip through songs. So that was definitely a great use for this. It's not just if you want to use it to prop it up for a video. This is very useful in the car. That's probably the highest recommended use I have for it is in the car. And in case you guys are wondering really quick, I'll show you how to get it out. I wouldn't really recommend just, pulling it up. I recommend sliding it out, much easier. So to sum up the good things about this is great for the car, this is great for video stabilization. It's overall a very great product, but it does have just a very, very short list of shortcomings. The first off is the headphone jack. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I said that it gave it sort of a recessed feeling. And this is, this can be dated back to even the first iPhone here. As you can see, the headphone jack really doesn't start until down there, so not all headphones would work with it. That's the exact same case here. This, as you can see from the close-up there, it does give sort of a recessed feeling to the headphone jack, but the standard Apple ones will work no problem. But I plugged in, when I was in the car this past weekend, I had some external speakers, and I went to plug them in here, and it would not work. So that's another thing about, that sort of leads me to another con, really, is that this really doesn't work too well without this black case. Now, if you're someone like me who just has, a case like this that's always on, my iPhone's never naked, it always has some sort of case on it, then this could be a huge pain to have to switch it, because like I said, I don't really recommend that you keep this on 24/7 because it does add some bulk to your phone, and it really doesn't offer much protection. So what I'm going to do now is sort of take this out, and I'll show you guys what I mean. So by the way, this is how it comes out, giving you sort of a rundown of it here, and it just slides out, very simple. However, if I go to put this in here like this, as you can see, it's very loose. It just falls right out. So this is how it was in the car, and I sort of had to drive carefully, make sure I didn't hit too many bumps, otherwise it would have fallen out. But it will prop up like this. As you can see, it's sort of like on an angle there. But I wouldn't really recommend this, but this is how I had it in the car. I had it wrapped around, and then I had it charging on this end, and I had my my headphone jack in here. So it did work, but keep in mind that I could not use this because I wouldn't have been able to get my music off my iPhone. So at the end of the day, really just be sure that you have a pair of headphones that would fit inside of this little circle thing. If you need a size comparison, just look down. I'm sure you have them at your Apple headphones. Something any bigger than that really will not fit. By simply taking this extra little piece, which is just a standard tripod mount, you just attach it like so. You just slide it in, and like I said, it becomes a standard tripod mount. So even the full-size camcorder I'm using now can go on this, and it works the way you think, really. And even though it's a full-size camcorder, the weight doesn't weigh it down to the point where the legs fold out. These are very sturdy joints here, so this could take some weight before they'll start to fan out. I was pushing down pretty hard there. So this is definitely a very well-built product. Just a standard size camera is not going to weigh this thing down. So that's pretty much all I have to say for the review of this product. I definitely, like I said, I use this all the time, and I'll definitely continue to. I highly recommend, if you're someone that takes their iPhone in the car a lot, you don't want to be distracted, you can use it to talk to Siri. Just prop it up, just hold the button and talk to it and have it do whatever you want. It's great for map navigation, or just having somewhere to hold your music. So like I said, if you're someone that uses your iPhone a lot in the car, or you just want to, if you shoot a lot of video with the iPhone and you just need something to keep it sturdy, then I definitely highly recommend this product. The link is right in the description. Click that if you're interested in this. So before I ramble anymore, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Joby. I give this product, I'd say, a 9 out of 10, minus those two little cons. I would like to see, an updated case, or maybe even an updated mechanism on here that could actually adjust. But other than that, it's a very solid product. I have no complaints other than those two little minor cons there. So like I said, about a 9 out of 10 I think would be a fair rating for this. So now you guys have heard what I have to say. Let me know what you guys think right down there in the comments. Check me out on Twitter. I'm at CPUKid if you have any questions. Like I said, please check out Joby.com. They have a lot of great products. Link, once again, in the description. So that's it, guys. I hope they have unboxing videos for Christmas and everything. Of course, that's only 5 days away now, which is insane. But now I'm just rambling, so thanks for watching.